now? Or?
Yes.
And we're on right now, boys and girls. We are on right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Shameless Self-Promotion with Steve Beery. That's me. That's right. We're having a good time. Just want to sit you folks down. Everyone get in their chairs and get ready. This is another episode. I don't know how many episodes we've done so far, Tony. A bunch, right?
About 300.
It seems like 300. Okay, so we got some things going on. First, I wanted to, before we get started, I know this seems like a weekly thing. Every Tuesday, there's some announcement about some new tragedy in our life. And last week, dudes, the past couple of weeks have been really tough. I lost 8 people in my circle, okay? And my orbit's pretty big over the years, but this was the guy that went this week. You know, there was 7 other people that went that we mentioned in the past couple of weeks that have passed on, but this one stings. I lost my good friend Dave Moyer. So anybody out there that's watching, that's gonna watch this later, please say a prayer for my good buddy. I'm gonna miss him really bad. It was you hang around with a guy that's 10 times smarter than you. It's hard to even understand why he's in the same room with me, because the guy was a Mensa and still grounded and down to earth and fun, and everything about him was a good time. And now, tragically, fast, he's gone. So live life, boys and girls, as hard as you can for as much as you can, because, I spoke to him on Wednesday, and it is now Monday, and he is no longer here. So please enjoy your life and do the best you can. What I was thinking about is, speaking about enjoying life, I'm here in Levittown, and I know everybody out there complains about, like, oh, my neighborhood's changing, this is changing. And what's changed about Levittown that I saw, Levittown hasn't changed at all. The language might have changed. The food in the deli may have changed. The faces may have changed. The size of the people may actually have changed. But what never changed is the family condition of Levittown. So I was in this, the hell do they call it? The Chinese buffet, or are we allowed to say Chinese? I don't know.
Oriental.
Oriental. I went over to the all-you-can-eat place, and it's all filled with families. And what you notice about that, they're all Levittown families. They're all, there's 8 kids at the table. There's people throwing stuff. There's a dad telling them to sit down. And he may be telling them to sit down in Spanish or Indian or Portuguese or whatever, but he's still saying the same shit. Sit down. The same things that you would say. You knew exactly what was going on at the table and what was going on at every other table in the building, whether you could speak the language or not. It was exactly the same thing that went when you were a kid, when you got brought out to dinner with your folks. And so the whole family Levittown thing, nothing has changed. Maybe less trees. Anyone notice that there's no trees in Levittown? That's one of my bitches lately. So without further ado, let me introduce today's guests. If you remember, there's a number on the TV screen that you can call in if you'd like to talk to anybody or meet with us. That'll be fine. I see Terry Frazier's watching. That's nice. So we'll get everybody up there so you can speak to the band if you want any questions, or you just want to bloviate a little bit. I'll be on for a while. All right, so moving right along. So fellas, ladies, we got the 2 bands here. We got the boys from Chaotica. Did I spell Chaotica right?
C-H-A-O.
C-H, all right. So I got that part right.
There is another band called Chaotica. It starts with a K.
Okay, that's what so I got the right Chaotica.
Yes.
Okay. The real Chaotica. All right, so let's go over everyone's name. Over across the room there is John Pangburn, Pangaroo to Kangaroo. I love to see him in the house. And from Bloody Sabbath is Danny. correct? I got that one right. One more time.
Mark.
Mark is the drummer from Chaotica. Mike.
The singer.
Mike is the singer. Okay. Now I remember who everybody is. Yeah. Mike's a killer, man. Got the two singers here. Are incredible. I've seen both of them play a couple of times. And if you're going to come down on Saturday night, you're in for a treat. This is old school metal the way it ought to be. Like for guys that are of a certain age.
Our age.
Yeah. If you want to, how old are you guys now? You're like
48.
48. Wow. And you've been coming to the bar since you're underage, I guess.
Yeah, when it was my 21st birthday at your bar, well, we said I was 22 because I was going there for a little over a year. So. Like, you're like, oh, how old are you? I'm like, 22.
Perfect. Let's celebrate.
Can't get in trouble.
But I was really only turning 21.
Yeah. The statute of limitations on feeding Pangburn
Expired.
shots is over, right? Mrs. Pang's going to be drinking too. You said today, Kevin didn't know that it was your band playing this week, so we're going over the list of things we got to do today. And Kev says, we got to make sure the Amstels are out for Mrs. Pangburn.
And that's why you want to go to Beery's, because a week in advance they know who's drinking what.
And how's that, that Danielle has become just Mrs. Pang. Mrs. Pangburn needs Amstels.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
That's impressive.
So Pang's been coming to see us for 31 years.
Yeah.
Like you're there the whole ride.
Yeah.
And how many times you guys played quite a few times there, right?
Yeah, with different bands I've played
Right.
Beery's. And
So I don't even think, I think when you first started coming, I don't know if I remember you having a band yet. I don't know.
right. I was in a death metal band that we were doing like out-of-state gigs, and mostly the Roxy in Huntington, if you remember that place.
Right.
So, but other than that, there wasn't much of a death metal scene for
Yeah.
Beery's. Didn't really put death metal in.
No.
It was mostly back then like Brother Stump and Rainbow Trout. It was
Right.
more of a funk scene,
Right.
and I dig that stuff too, big time. So always going to see the original bands at Beery's because that was the spot back,
Right.
25 years ago.
No,
So,
no,
yeah,
mystery
so-
that
but I
they
wasn't
market the Long Island CBGBs. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the fucking place to
Yeah.
go. If you don't want to see, your standard top 40 bands,
Right.
go to CBGBs.
We had a
Beery's.
funny you should bring that up. Larry from the Ramones was here a couple of weeks ago. Larry comes in to play the gig this weekend, and there was a bunch of punk stuff going on. But Larry's in one of the premier Ramones covers on
Yeah.
Long Island. There's a book out, just came out, and every Ramones cover band in the world is in the book. So there's a little piece about each one of them. It's fucking great. So Larry brings it in and he opens up the section to the book to where his band is. It talks about Donnie, the famous Donnie was in there. And he opens up the book, and on the page there's a picture of him playing with Shawnee and Danny and the other guy from the Crusher, all the Crusher guys in the band. And the Beery's thing's behind it. It's in the bar, and it says the Long Island CBGB.
That's cool.
It's in print now. Now it's real. Now, we were talking before we came on the air. Yvonne Zuara watching. Holy cow, that's great. And Mrs. Slab is on there, too. I'm very happy to see both of you. Yvonne's a great singer, back from the day. Did these guys come from little old Levittown? No, I think, where'd you guys come from? Who comes from where? We got people asking questions.
Babylon,
Babylon.
West Babylon.
West Babylon.
North Bab.
North Babylon.
I'm in West Babylon.
I see you're all Suffolk County guys.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Suffolk County. They're all Suffolk County people today.
I was a Bethpage High School graduate.
Bethpage High School. So yeah, all right. That's really the question. It's like, where's everyone come from? Not where they're located now. Where do you guys come from?
Right.
And Bethpage, I consider it Levittown.
Yeah, me too.
I was born I was raised on the Bethpage side of Island Trees, which we Island Trees guys call Upper Levittown.
The battles of those two towns, man.
Oh yeah, Well, Levittown's a funky place because there's 4 high schools in it. You know?
Right.
There was 4 high schools.
huge, right?
And everybody, it's huge. But they're all separate, or they were when we were kids. So everybody that went to the 4 high schools all played sports, you know, so they all knew each other. So
Against each other.
Against
right,
each
you
other,
played with
yeah.
each other,
Yeah.
against each other, on the same teams, off the same teams. You know, you had rivalries going on. You know, and you went to a different elementary school, then you went to the same. It was all mixed up shit. Like,
Right.
You go to someplace like Farmingdale, or Bethpage, there's a giant high school. Everyone kind of dumps in there. Levittown, there's 4 separate. If it was one big high school, you know, there would have been a juggernaut of people. You know, but
Yeah.
that's a thing for a different show. Let's go back to the original. We got a call.
Let me just say hi.
Hi, caller.
Hello, how you guys doing this afternoon?
Very good. Who do we got?
We got our favorite person today. We have the Pumpkinhead, DJ D-Love. How you guys doing?
Can anyone hear me?
GJ Love. Nice to see you.
My cans aren't on.
I can hear him.
Can you hear him? Can you hear him? Okay.
I can hear him. Yeah.
It's coming through on my headphones.
Yours are on?
I'm here. What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. How you guys doing? I watch you guys right now on YouTube, actually. You guys are actually great.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. What's your name? Who do we got here?
My name is DJ D-Love.
GJ Love. Okay, where you from, PJ?
Long Island Sam, you know what I'm saying?
Nice. Well, welcome aboard. What can we do for you today? We got a question?
I just want to say hello to my friends out there, and I want to say hello to Tony Walker, too. Hello,
Walker.
Tony Walker.
Tony's the king. Tony is the
Yeah.
king. Without Tony, nothing happens. We want to put I'm writing Tony in for president this week, so. Thanks for
Actually, when can I come back for the show? I want to do another one again.
Oh, you do a show? Yeah. Okay, cool, man. We'll be looking forward to seeing you on the thing. Thanks for the call.
Yep, happy Halloween, guys.
You too.
Love you guys.
Happy
You guys are
Halloween,
great.
Take care, man.
All right, then. What was that? PJ's a fun guy.
I think
Okay.
it's-
Nice. Thank you for calling in. We were talking about the Long Island original music scene and how hard that is before we came on the air. Steve Anderson in from down in Virginia. What do you guys think is the solution to getting everyone to go and see live music again? What we noticed from my perspective, I mean, I'm a different animal because there's no foot traffic anywhere near Mr. Beers. If you're not coming to see you guys,
Right.
you're not coming to see it, okay? So anybody that's coming to see us on Saturday is going to be there for you,
For the
for
band.
me. That's it.
Right.
It's not like when you go to Lindenhurst or
You can bounce around bar to
Farmingdale where
bar.
You can go from bar to bar.
Patch
Job
Hog.
Babylon.
Patchogue Babylon. Is the future of music
Huntington.
only in places with towns, or can people?
Depends on
Like-
the venue, I would think, the most.
Right.
What the venue has to offer, sound-wise and stage-wise. Beery's always had a great sound, still does. As far as original bands go, Mark and I are an original band. Mike is in his own original band.
Tell us about the original band. What you guys got going on?
We're in a mad revival. It's
Okay.
we do kind of like alternative music, more of like a Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam feel.
Okay.
And but for us, we have to do covers as well.
Right.
So we do half and half original and covers, just so people, and especially at our age now, it's
Right,
not like
right.
to get that younger demographic is even harder
Right.
to push it out there and to get people to come out just specifically for original music.
Yeah.
But as far as like Mike's band, 25th Mission, that's a band that's more metal. So they'll mix more with the metal scene that we have kind of created, a bunch of bands that we're all friends with, and which is a good thing now. We're all friendly, all the bands,
Yeah.
which I love, and we all kind of want each other to benefit from
So we're making a scene again. That's
kind of creating a scene.
That's I like to hear.
I think part of the, I don't want to say it's a problem. It's not necessarily a problem. It's just the evolution of music. Thinking back when I was a kid, waiting for that record to come out from the band that I'm just salivating over. I want to go get that album. I come home, I spend time, I listen to it. I don't even want to talk to my friends. I just want to listen to music. To to get somebody to actually say, I'm going to go out and watch this original band tonight, you have to ask the question, what am I going to get that I'm not getting from listening to the record at home? That's like John pointed out. We're an original band. We play a lot of our original material. We just recorded a record 4 months ago, which isn't out yet. But we do a lot of covers on the side, and we do a lot of surprising stuff, which is like, you're not going to see this if you don't come out and see us live. You're not going to get this type of experience and come out and play. And we take a lot of pride in that, and, you know, the way that we perform the music.
I always believe that the formula for original guys, and I've said it like a million times, you probably heard it on the show if you've ever watched it, is the recurring theme of guys not understanding that, what you've just both said, is that you got to put some red meat on the plate for these guys to have, you know. So you do a couple of originals, you do a couple of covers. The covers are there to suck them back in.
Right.
And this was the formula that we did in the beginning at Mr. Beery's all the time. Like the original premise of Beery's was you could come in and do covers, but you had to do 50% original. That was the deal.
Yeah.
Okay. The deal breaker was if you didn't do any originals, you had to do some originals. And we tried to help everybody promote themselves by doing it that way. Okay, you can do some stuff, but you got to make sure that everyone learns your song for the next time they show up. And you had a lot of recurring guys that came in doing a residency for a couple of months at a time. So that worked out okay. So I don't know if maybe that's part of it. Like, we got to get guys that come in and on a regular clip, and we know, okay, Chaotica is going to be here on this day, this day, this day. Let's get to the Sabbath guy too, Danny.
What's up?
I feel
What's
like
up?
you left out. So Danny has the coolest hat in the whole Black Sabbath universe, and I
People know me from the hat.
from the hat, all right? And I want to give you a compliment. We've had a lot of Black Sabbath guys play.
There is a lot of them.
There's
yes.
a lot of them, and everybody tries to hit the mark. Best Black Sabbath guy, and I don't mean this to come off any other way, but it's not an Ozzy cover. It's not it's a Black Sabbath
Yes.
thing. Like you do Black Sabbath
We do
Ozzy.
Black Sabbath.
Right. And that's what we all appreciate about your band. That
70s Ozzy's voice, yeah.
Yeah.
The timbre and everything, yeah. It's eerie.
Yeah,
Really.
it is eerie.
Best around, in my opinion.
So, you know, in the first, I can remember back to the first time I saw you, and the first time I saw you was like, the fuck is this guy doing with the bucket cap? You know? There's no bat. What the fuck?
And then he just blows you away.
blows you away.
Just
Blows
close
you
your
away.
eyes and you'll hear Ozzy.
Yeah.
The whole thing is, you know, I didn't want to shine people with my bald head on the stage, so I put my bucket hat on, and that's that. But yeah, I don't do the whole theatrics thing. I don't wear a wig. I don't bite heads off bats.
No.
You know, I don't even have a real stage presence. I'm not a front guy. I just got sucked into this. You know what I mean? Someone said, "Can you sing with my band?" And I was like, "Sure," you know. And then, oh shit, you sound just like Ozzy. Let's do all Ozzy stuff. So you know, that's how it basically happened with me. But we don't
Thank
do
God.
any originals or anything like that. But I go to see a Mad Revival
Yeah.
whenever I can. You know, 25th
But you know,
mission.
here's the difference
Original
between
bands,
a
I love
tribute band and a cover band and an original band. There's three little things here. There's three different levels here. The original, the cover bands can do whatever they want and try. You know, they got to sound exactly like the radio does. The tribute bands have to be like you guys do the music. That's what I love. Your band does Black Sabbath. You know, everybody in the band is doing Black Sabbath from that period. I love when I get the whole was it fairies wear boots, things like that's a killer number when you guys. It's just like you put on the fucking record. Unbelievable. Now you do. Chaotica does.
Classic metal tribute.
Classic.
So we're mostly 80s, going to a little of the 90s.
Right.
We do everything from thrash metal to hair metal to traditional heavy metal, power metal. You know, we do everything from Pantera. The heaviest stuff we do is like Pantera, King Diamond,
Slayer.
Metallica Slayer, to Van Halen and Motley Crue and Rat.
Judas
And then
Priest,
we do
Iron Maiden.
Priest, Maiden, Dio,
Yeah.
some Sabbath.
Metallica.
Metallica.
Yeah, this is going to be one ripping night. I'm so looking for. And the night before, for those guys that are out there watching right now, what's going on the day before is the Roller Rebels. On Friday night, it'll be the Roller Rebels Halloween party. So we got a weekend of reminiscent of the past. It should be, people dressed up weird and craziness and great music and probably, people that actually drink booze and stuff. And, somebody vomiting in the parking lot. That's what we live for, man. Doesn't anyone throw up anymore? What the hell? Cynthia Michelin from down in, where are you from? Georgia? I always get it incorrect. How's Arthur doing? Nice to see you up there. I'm kind of fading out here because I just ate. All right. Let's not forget what else is going on at BEERYS while we're talking about stuff going on at BEERYS. First, I want to thank our sponsor, which is the good people from Tullymore Dew. See how I said Tullymore? That way you can correct me. And you said Tullymore Dew. And Tullymore Dew and Tullymore Honey is available at your local Mr. BEERYS. Don't be shy. Have a little Tullymore Dew. We also have Mundioki is Monday night with Kevin Mundy, who has brought that up to a whole new level. You guys do karaoke? Any of you guys ever do that?
No.
Yeah, you've done. Mike's done it.
Oh, I've done it, yes, but I don't go looking for it.
I don't do it anymore. It's mostly showing up to a bar. My friends put something in without telling me, like Barbie Girl by Aqua or something that I have no idea.
Yeah.
Like, here's Mike to sing Barbie Girl. I'm like, what the
Come on, man.
I just sang Boogie Oogie Oogie like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, God.
At some point, you just got to graduate and join a band.
Yeah,
Well, karaoke is a funny thing because you'll get a guy that comes up there and knocks it out of the park, and then 2 songs later he decides, let me try, something by Paul McCartney when I got a voice like mine. Okay,
Yeah.
It's not really gonna work. Say. Get off the stage, or some chick doing a Michael Bolton song. Like, what even made you think that was a good idea? Come
Booze.
on. Oh,
It baffles me how people, the dichotomy of people that are good and bad and just don't care or do care. Or
right. And when you see karaoke working, it's a thing of beauty.
Yeah.
It really. And Monday, Noreen, and Aaron have brought this thing up to. It's a Monday night, so first off, it's a really hard night
Yeah.
to do anything in. Is Monday night, So now they got a kicking karaoke thing going on because they've just willed it to be that way. When they first wanted the karaoke in there, I'm like, are you kidding me? I hate this. I hate it. And now every Monday I'm there singing with them.
Oh,
So yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it could be bad, or it could be real good.
Yeah. When you get when guys are drinking and they're doing it, it's the best. It's really I got what my thought from karaoke was like Sunday afternoon. Like starts at 4:00 after we had everyone show up at noon for like free cocktails for the first 2 hours or something, and then everyone's already licking up, and then start the karaoke parade. Hawaiian shirts only. That's karaoke to me. All right, well, bring one. Somebody's sloppy. This is my hatred for karaoke. I probably did this routine before too. My hatred for karaoke when it goes off the rails is the 2 ugliest people on earth walk over and decide that they're going to do Paradise by the Dashboard Light. Oh man, it's 9 minutes long, and there's 2 people singing that one part in each other's face. I remember that little thing. And they're going back and forth, and dude, it's so miserable.
If you could pull it off, it's probably great, but most people can't pull it off.
Yeah, because Meatloaf might be the hardest guy in the world to nail. Okay, like you need an oxygen tent to do the guy's stuff. No wonder he's dead. So now who else is in now that Wood's gone? Who else is in Bloody Sabbath?
Oh yeah, we got Mike Graz, our new drummer.
Okay.
He just blows it away.
Excellent drummer.
Oh my God.
He just
Phenomenal.
texted me.
Oh, nice.
All
Yeah,
right.
really good.
Is he watching the show? Come on, Mike. I
I hope
I
so.
mean, he's not that really new. He's been
Vito,
listening
what's
to-
going
Yeah, we
on?
had
Vito
him for quite
Riccoli
a
in the
while
house.
now.
A year and a
Happy
half,
birthday,
2 years
Vito.
now, huh?
Almost 2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't say he's new anymore.
No, that's true.
No.
He's
But
got
then
the
again,
stuff down.
you
But
watch
he's
that
new.
Rush-
He's new to Beery.
Yeah. Look, that's right.
He's new to Steve.
There we go. We'll get him right in the room. So, is it Janice's birthday too, Vito? Is that what's going on? Vito Riccardi turned 27 this week. I want to say happy birthday to Vito. 27. And Janice Vasquez is 2 years younger than Vito.
Oh,
just
boy.
so we can be clear, okay?
All right, got the young blood.
You got the young blood, yeah. They're both friends of mine, so that's why we give them the we alter their birthday
Oh, okay.
chronologically.
Gotcha.
Chronologically. Let's see. So Wednesday night, tomorrow night at Mr. Beery's, for you people that are still paying attention. Tomorrow night is. Do I need weed or do you need weed? Do you need weed or do I need weed? Because I'll always be happy to share mine or take yours. Either way, it's beautiful. And this is actually, and there's a little tribute to the bands that came on today. This is the first show I've ever done where I didn't smoke a fucking rocket the size of my thumb before I walked into the building. So my eye is actually puffy from just allergies or something. That is not the normal, I just smoked 10 fucking joints thing. All right, Puric, we're gonna have to get back to you later because I'm sure I have to call him back. That's one of my son's buddies down in Florida. We will get back to him shortly. And you just fucking completely made me lose my train of thought.
You were talking about Wednesday nights.
You were talking about how you didn't smoke weed.
When I spoke about weed, Vito's actually 67, and happy birthday again, Vito. Yeah, Wednesday night we have a Halloween party / Rolling Stones tribute. So we're gonna have the guys from
Let It Bleed.
Let It Bleed will be there. They are the premier Rolling Stones cover band on Long Island. They will knock your socks
They
off.
play every Wednesday, right?
Every Wednesday at Beery's. They got a residency over there. They've been fulfilling. They're a great band. This one, I'm pretty sure that they're going to knock it out of the park this week because, Halloween and the Rolling Stones, they go together like, cookies and milk. Matt McMillan, where are you in from? Texas, Matt? Is that where you're from? Texas? Mike Laporta, good to see you, my brother. Just talking about you yesterday. I'm making a new shirt for those people out there who I always forget to pump up the merchandise. But there is a link on the Mr. Beery's Stargate, Facebook, whatever the hell you call this thing.
Stargate.
Yeah, I don't know. wherever you put the shit that wherever you order stuff from, it's up there. Wherever you might be ordering stuff from, there's a Mr. Beery's link there, and you can get a shirt. We have the Hawaiian style shirts, which are the best fabric known to man. They're made out of old recycled bottles, but you wear one, it's amazing how good they feel. We're making a new design, and I want to tell Laporta this right now. It's as soon as they come in, Laporta, you're getting one that's going to be the original Mr. Beery sign that Mike Laporta did make. Mike Laporta made that, the one with the cigarette and
the mug?
and the music note, the original mug.
Oh, yeah.
He's the one that made the original one of those.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to make it's winter time, so we're going to do a black Hawaiian style shirt with the beer mugs on it. Nice. So we've also learned how to make some wraparound. So this is going to be a good one. I might just do it on the side and wrap it around kind of thing. But when you get down there, you see the shirts. They're really a great fabric. The blue ones are good for the summer. This one will be good for your winter wear. So yes, sir. In Texas, Matty is in Texas. Matty drives boats. Matty's working with all kinds of guys that are way more, what's the word I'm looking for? Clandestine than I am allowed to speak of. But he's got a big job. He's driving huge boats and yeah, well, you know, so proud of that guy, man. And I guess he's getting close to retirement age right now, Matt. Right? Got to be close soon. But he's done some big jobs. You know, just unbelievable. The oil tankers and shit.
Oh,
I can't.
wow.
Yeah. Who drives an oil? Who do you know that? Anybody else know who can drive a boat?
My
that
father
big?
was a quartermaster in the Navy, but that's about it.
Is that,
Yeah.
yeah. There's no way. I'm a. Yeah, you got a rowboat. You're in for trouble with me on it. Don't, you know, get seasick in my bathtub. Mike Longo's watching. Hey, Longo, what do you say? We got the. You see who's on here? This ought to be a good one. Deep in the heart of Texas. Yes.
Longo's doing sound
Yeah.
Saturday?
Badass SEAL. So Matty's training Navy SEALs. So what they do is he takes the boats out. This is a cool thing. So I'm going to share some Matt McMillan. So I'm sure some people know Matty that are on the thread right now if you're watching this. Matt takes out ships, and then he's the captain of the ship, and the Navy SEALs board the ship for training exercises. So they're flying over in helicopters, taking over the ship, so they can learn how to commandeer a ship. Like what do you do? Guys coming over live. I'll just be driving the boat.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah,
Hit him
yeah.
with a butt end in the back of the head.
My balls do not drop that far now. Like, okay, as soon as you tell me this guy's running around with fucking machine guns, Uncle Steve is a gigantic pussy now. You know, this sounds like something I would. And Matt's probably 5, 6, 7 years younger than me, but like, even that close. Like, if I wasn't 30 years old, there is no way. There's no way I'm around anybody with a gun on them at all.
Yeah.
Like, I see the police now. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to go.
I don't drink anymore, I promise.
Right. I can't even raise alcohol to my lips. Forget about having a gun. A lot of harmonica players out there, Vito. What are you daring me? Is that what you're saying, Vito? Because I fear nothing except for the Navy SEAL guys. So. That was just for you, Vito. I only do that for you. So where were we? Back to the music. Let's get back to the music at hand. We talked about Wednesday, Thursday open mic. For you guys that want to stop down for that, I'm always looking forward to the. Oh my gosh, funny I clink. Yeah. Don't worry, Mike. You're getting his first shirt, first one out. You're welcome, Vito.
Thursday night's open mic.
Thursday night's open mic, and open mic's been going pretty well. Open mic's always is another thing. It's like karaoke.
Yeah.
You know, like when it's good, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And when it's not good, it's not awesome. You know, but we are very, very fortunate that, you know, we've been doing it for 25 years, which makes ours a lot different than everybody else's. But you know, there's just some nights, like you get the February open mic, you know, there's 3 guys in there, and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
please.
Get the same people a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, but generally, we had some kids on there the past couple of weeks. Just showed up out of nowhere. It was unbelievable how talented they were.
Do you guys still open up in the AM
Yeah.
early in the morning?
What's that?
You guys still open up?
Well, during the pandemic, we had
You
to
stopped that?
Well, we had no choice. You know, it was just lost all my people.
Yeah.
So, again, we wanted again people out there that's been watching the show for a little while probably heard me go over this at nauseam.
Oh.
But you gotta tip your hat to Gregory and Kevin and Julia. Okay, the place would not be open without them. There was no way we would have survived that mess without them. They were there for like 150 days in that tube coming out the back door. We had to set a bar up out there so you couldn't come in the bar.
Right.
You could only come in the doorway.
Man.
And have a cocktail there. We finally moved it back.
Science.
So guys could use the bathroom.
Science.
Right, so you could come in and sit down. So there'll be 3 guys in there at one point. Now sitting there, you couldn't get away from it. So you had to talk to everyone was really lonely, and everybody needed a bartender.
Yeah.
But these guys were there for like 11 hours a day, sitting in front of this spot, just listening to one guy just going off like it was maddening. I'm at the end of the bar all day, just rubbing my face, wondering. And so you could, if you got past them, you could come in, and then we'd have to let you in, so you could come in and do business with me, and then I'd have to send them out. And it was just such bullshit. Like, are you kidding me? If you came in, you needed to have food. So, what?
Potato chips or whatever it was. Yeah.
Right, you got a meatball means that you won't get COVID.
Right. It's got to be substantial. I think was Cuomo at the time.
Yeah.
It can't be a bag of chips. It can't be wings. It's got to be a
Popcorn,
sandwich
yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
It has to be an entree. Like,
What the fuck is wrong with you? Right. So if you went to, for the guys that was surviving this onslaught of idiocy, like there's some guys like there's guys at the big places, they were getting money. Okay, the little shit boxes like me, you weren't getting a dime. It was all okay. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck, Mr. Beery. See what you do. So we were out there doing anything we can. But there was places like the place in East Rocco we had a hot dog that got wrapped up on the bar and got passed around. Here, we can't put out food for everybody. We're not making it. Is there food at the bar?
Just in case somebody walks
There's
in.
a hot dog. That was it. It's the same hot dog. Everyone had the same hot dog.
I know we came during the pandemic to watch a movie and have some cocktails outside in the
Yeah.
parking lot.
yeah, there was a band on the
Some
street.
music,
Yeah, it was good.
right, I remember.
It was good.
We pulled it off, but I mean, like, at what cost of freedom? Like, really, man?
True.
Like, I would have rather died of this shit than have them do this thing. Like, are you freaking kidding me? We did it. That play that we did in the parking lot with Mundy and his guys. Like, who the hell thought you could pull that one off? The cops were so mad at us. Like, what are you guys doing? We're doing whatever we got to do, fellas. At one point, they came and they shut us down. And they came in, they got, everyone's there because I got a 30-foot stage set up by the pool place. So we can do a Shakespearean play in the parking lot. We got lines drawn in the parking lot so everyone can sit. They're 6 feet apart.
Oh.
So it's, there's 200 people in the parking lot separated. We're walking around trying to sell them drinks. It was madness. But when the cops came in there looking at me like, what are you guys doing? I said, listen, man. I said, we're putting on a play. I said, everything you asked me to do, we did. I said, everyone's staying away. Everyone's masked up. I said, all the stuff's, everything's marked off. There's nothing here that is not compliant with what you asked us to do. Not one thing. The guy's like, I said, if you want to check, you can. He says, okay, you're right. And I said, but I want you to remember this moment. I said, 20 years from now, you guys are going to be thinking about this. You're going to be drive through this parking lot, and you're going to go, remember when that crazy bastard put the play on in the parking lot? Shakespeare in the parking lot. We did it. And that was how we survived that madness. Charlie Walsh is on. When are you going to get Frankie to play? You got open mic every week. You guys should come down and do something, and we'll get the band up together. I'm in. I heard that Angus Sandy's around someplace. We get the whole group together. We're ready to go, man. Friday, we already know Friday. Saturday we did. Thursday we did. What else we got to talk about, fellas?
Well, you got actually Mike's original band coming in.
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so on the 16th of November, it's 25th Mission, my original traditional heavy metal band, a little bit of power metal, a little bit of thrash, a little bit of melodic death metal thrown in. It's mostly just traditional heavy metal. And we're playing with Royal Orphan, we're playing with Deladai, and our friends Graces of Chaos.
Oh, I'm looking.
So, yeah.
That. So we got some good stuff coming up.
Yeah,
in
an
November.
eclectic mix. Yeah, Deladai are kind of punk indie
Okay.
rock. Graces of Chaos are straight up thrash. Royal Orphans, I
Caesar's
think.
band.
Yeah, Royal Orphan, they're hard rock. Metal
Okay.
band, so yeah.
Your 25th mission.
25th mission, yeah.
Well, I've seen you guys before. right?
We've played at your
Yeah,
place
okay,
a
yeah.
couple times. We
Yeah.
did the cystic fibrosis
Oh,
thing
okay.
as well.
Yeah, we got to talk about that too. Anthony Mulder on the line there. Tommy Grossman. We already talked about Moya, so if you missed that, I'm sorry. Who else we got here? We got Eric Hartman in from over. Where are you now? You're in. You're no longer in Robert. You're over in someplace else. Plug yourself, please. Plug yourself, Eric. Tell me where you are. You're at Hyundai now, or Honda? I can't remember. I'm sorry. The premier car dealer guy on our. Did you go to school with Eric? He's older than you. He's way older than you.
Yeah, 48.
Yeah. Eric's like my age, I think. I get it. He looks way younger than me. That's why I got to ask that, right, Eric? You're one of those guys. Arnold Chevrolet. Okay, there you go. Gail Kiesling's watching. Gail, how are you? Everybody's sad about Moya. Just yeah. Yeah, so if you need a car, go see my good friend over at Arnold Chevrolet, Eric Hartman. He's not, Eric's 90. Yeah, so I'm looking ahead to that 23rd mission show. That's going to be a good one, man.
Yeah.
And who's playing? Who's playing? So I'll just get commitments out of everybody now. Who's playing cystic fibrosis? Because I got a whole bunch of guys last year, and this is kind of pissing me off about this whole
President's
thing.
Day weekend?
Yeah, everybody
President's Day.
everybody to like a man. Like I got 25 years of this, so that means a whole bunch of guys get grandfathered in automatically.
Yeah.
Okay, but then there's the guys that come and go. How come you didn't tell me about this?
Yeah.
Okay,
How do
this
you
is
not
the
know about
30th
it?
one.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I'm
it's the
guessing
same
by
Sunday.
this point.
It's the same Sunday every year.
Yeah, it's the same day every year. At this point, everybody that's ever been there knows about the cystic fibrosis fundraiser. Everybody that's on Long Island knows about this. You know, the mess that we make over there on that day. How did you miss it? And you played the bar 3 times this year.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what's coming up. Don't be. Well, how do I not get in? Like, well, how do you not get in? You call. Here's how you do it, boys and girls. For those band guys out there that are watching right now, here's how you get in. You make a gesture to Longo right now to get in because it will book up. How much time do you think we got? We put 25 bands on in one day every year for 30 years. Do you think there's extra slots? Okay, we can't get any. There's no more time. Okay, it starts at noon sharp. In fact, I'm already looking for the opener and the closer. Those are the 2 most important things. The guys who open the show, nobody wants to go on that early, and the guys that close it, nobody wants to go on that late. Okay, I'm going to tell a story, which I've again probably told because now I'm like a captain repetitive. But Rainbow Trout, we did a tribute to the life of the late great John Anderson. So all the guys from Trout Saxey was in there with Papa G and all those cats were in on Sunday, tribute to Big Johnny. And Rainbow Trout is playing, and they demand that they close. We're closing the show. Okay, but this is back when
Everybody stuck around.
right? And you were definitely there for this
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Trout goes on. We're just not good at it yet. So it is now 5 a.m. and Trout has not hit the stage yet.
Holy shit.
And we have no. And the contingency about my crew is like, what do we do? It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I said, what do we do? I said, nobody's going to come here and shut us down for a fundraiser, okay? We're just going to fucking have to muscle through it, okay? So Trout hits the stage at 5 a.m. and played, because they wanted to, there's 12 of them, so you got to play longer. So they played until about 7 in the morning at that show. It was insane. Insane. Hello there, Gail. What do you say? You're the bestest, Eric. Good to see you, man. Thank you.
Those were the days over Trout.
How about Moya? Did you call about Moya's fish? Gail, we're gonna have to be. I can appreciate you not wanting Dave's fish to go into waste and all of that, but we will talk about that later. What what Gail's talking about right now, and I'm going to mock her heartily about, is Moya, the guy we talked about earlier in the show. For those people who don't know him, was a huge fisherman, and he didn't eat fish, so he put freezers full of fish in his house. And now that he's passed away, what do you do with the freezer full of fish?
Oh, shit.
You know, so
I'll take
Gail, Gail suggested
Put a long
yesterday, I
tin in
gotta
there.
give her the credit for this idea, because it's probably coming at you people like a train down the tracks. We're gonna do a celebration of life for Moyer eventually, because we just love him,
Yeah.
and we need to let everybody that knew him from our circle. Moyer was in many circles, but the one from our particular circle that we have to do and have everybody heal up from this, we're gonna probably turn it to a fish fry.
Nice.
Because, here you go. We're gonna fry fish and turn the parking lot into a mess again, because that's what we love doing, making a big mess. So, and he would get a kick out of that. You got to think about more. How you doing? That freaking you can hear him laughing right now. We're looking to the future for that one. Remember, Tullamore Dew is our sponsor for the week. They really killed it for us. Thank you, Dana, for all of your help. Tullamore Honey, I don't know if anyone's tasted that yet. If you haven't, it's a special elixir that I'm sure will make all of you happy. Bonnie Burleson, where are you in? From Florida, Bonnie? Nice to see you, baby. Got anybody on the YouTube channel floating around? Nobody in there yet? Okay. And everyone's watching on Facebook. I don't get it. We made it easy for you to go to YouTube so you can get the thing right. But no, I can't go on there. It's the internet. Jerks.
This links to Facebook as well?
Links to Facebook, yeah. How do we do this? So it's linking to Facebook and what do you call it?
And YouTube.
Right, and YouTube. Yeah. Let's get Tony in. We like to get Tony in every now and then. Tony's very quiet around
Yeah.
here. I don't like it because he's really one of the funniest guys I ever met. And
It's your show, man. I'm just
yeah, it's my show now.
letting you do your.
Now it's my show. Jerk. I just
Don't want to be associated with it, so I just stay quiet.
I don't want anyone to know that I'm on this show. I'm over here in the dark so no one sees me. Where's Judge today? We got an election in a week, and I haven't seen Joe Judge or Joe Delachiara. What did I do wrong, man? Without those guys busting my balls mercilessly about, political shit, which we always try not to go into on here. But, here's my message to everyone for next Tuesday. Because next Tuesday we will be on for our Election Day special show.
Actually, no, I won't be here. I forgot to tell you.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, we will not be here next Tuesday for our special election show. I'll negotiate with Tony and let everyone know when we're going to be on next week.
Post-election.
We'll pick a different day, or we'll film one and put it on Tuesday without Tony. You're not really that important anymore. Okay, holy cow. You know what would be cool? I was just thinking about this. I ate before I came here. If they made chairs with toilets in them, so you could just, do
Definitely wouldn't want to
do
be
a
in this
radio
room for
show
that.
and just, have your toilet right here.
You smell bad enough as it is, and then you gotta do that shit in here.
Just wear the pens. That's all.
Mid sentence,
certainly
squeeze it in. Meanwhile, everyone's like, "Oh,
It's getting dark around this podcast.
That's the way it works. We're running out of cool stuff to talk about. We just make some shit up. Yeah. So next week, I had this discussion that I think I turned off one of the little girls in the bar, but she was very smart, really smart chick, really, good, understood
Could have a
how not
conversation.
to get political, even though we were talking about some stuff, which I find refreshing.
Yeah.
I voted for who I voted for because I voted for him. But my pitch today was this: I hate both candidates so much.
Yeah.
So very much, but I have to implore everybody out there to go and vote. And if you feel the same way I do, definitely, vote for Donald Duck. Don't vote for me. Vote for your grandmother. Vote for vote for a hubcap. But make sure you vote and let the people that are shoving these two asswipes down your throat know that they have lost your vote. Okay, if you don't, then you're just gonna get the 2 cups. If you put these people in a blender, you get 2 cups of the same shit. So don't let them know that you lost us. The one thing that they seem not to care about is how we feel as their constituency.
Mm-hmm.
So neither of them get anything from me. So, and I'm sure I'll be getting shit all over for saying that. Usually it's like, well, that means it's a vote for the other guy. No, it doesn't. It means that both of you have lost me completely. I don't, I'd vote for this phone. Hello, Mr. President. So that's my whole speech for today. Okay, and I really need Joe Judge and Delachara to kick the shit out of me for that one. Let's see, we're running close to the end now. We're getting close to the end of the time. See how fast it goes?
Yeah, man.
Right? It's
Time
like
flies when you're having fun.
it's almost over now. So
We do have some comments have come through on YouTube.
yes, okay.
Breek, BREICH 41, Abel.
Okay.
Hey brother, whatever happened to the band Nemesis?
Nemesis. Who was in Nemesis? Are you guys in Nemesis?
That's a local band from my hometown.
Okay. Share.
A band called Nemesis. A couple of friends were in it, but they used to rehearse in a fucking shed in the backyard. No furniture, just pillows on the floor. And anyone that wanted to come and watch them play, that was pretty much the extent of it.
Okay.
That's pretty
All
cool.
right.
Yeah,
He
it was
said
pretty.
Somebody named Artie used to shred?
Yeah,
That's what he said.
Artie Strachan.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it says they opened for Shalakami at Sunday. Is this all a joke? I don't know.
I never heard of the band Shalakami.
I don't know. I'm just telling you what he says here. Kevin Stewart on vocals.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So we're not plugging them, I guess.
Were you on the
No,
drums?
they're not a band anymore.
Were you playing the drums?
I was not. No.
Oh, okay. Just some
This
guys
was
you
a
know.
kid I went to school with, his older brother. So we used to go there and be like, oh my God, they're playing music. Holy shit. This is fucking
Wow.
great.
Do you remember those days
Yeah.
when the trajectory of your music career was hinged on the guys ahead of you from your neighborhood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can remember that.
You looked up to them.
Yeah.
They were leading the way for you.
I was in a band
Like Mike Flint's for you, right?
strictly because of the band The Ritz. Keith Hill and Tony Catapano. Like, they were in a band and I was so fucking enamored with them that I was going to become a singer in a band. That was my goal in life, was because of those guys. I got to sing with them a couple of times and I sucked really bad, and I was the biggest ham bone on earth. I wrecked more than one of their shows, destroyed equipment, fucking ruined relationships, fucking beat people up, every fucking shitty thing you could do to a
But
guy.
you gave it a shot.
Yeah, but they were so generous to me for all of this shit that I pulled for them. And then when I finally got to play with Keith in my own band, and I got the Wild Man band, and Keith became my keyboard player, it was, it was so incredible. And then watching the guys behind you that became monster bands, that were the little kids that were watching you. I mean, and so maybe Nemesis is way more important. Like you just said, no matter what Nemesis is, was, or could have been, what they were.
Doesn't matter. I'm never going to forget it.
Right. They were the inspiration that got you to be like. And let me tell you, the Chaotica band, for those guys who don't know how good these guys are, you are in for a treat on Saturday night. This is a killer band, and
I'd like to add to that subject.
go ahead.
Okay. Because me and my wife go out and we watch a lot of live music, and we are absolutely fucking spoiled. These guys, when they play,
Right.
it's like mind-blowing tight and so freaking good that it's like we go see other bands. It's like, oh, they're not chaotic. Oh, I can hear that. That's a mess. It's not.
It's really a good. It's really
Yeah.
a fine quality act.
Yeah, they really kick ass.
I'll tell you-
Thank you, Dan.
And another thing, I'm really pissed that we're going on after you. Because, like, we're good. we can go on before you guys, but we can't really be going. We shouldn't
that's
be
not
going.
true. Come on.
I don't believe that.
I do. You guys, I mean, and Scotty's a fucking rock star. Kenny, Mike, Nails, it's like just unbelievable.
We're very fortunate
we
with
love
the
you
group
guys.
of guys we
Yeah.
got and bands that we play with. You know.
It's good stuff.
I'd say we probably play with Bloody Sabbath the most.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we became fast friends the first
Yeah.
time we played with you guys.
And we've
then
done
it's-
shows where we switch back and we like trade sets. Like we
Yeah,
go,
that
they
was
play, we
cool
go
too,
back on, they
yeah.
go back on, or
Yeah.
vice versa. So yeah,
Which, yeah, a lot of bands won't do that.
we play with these guys probably about 4 or 5 times a year minimum, probably around there.
I can tell you this, and this is a true statement, that when I got something going on that I'm not particularly fond of, and I see you guys playing over like in the village, like I'm so angry. I'm like, these motherfuckers are playing 2 towns over, and I got this shit on tonight. Sorry for any other bands that listen to this. Okay, you know, clearly you're not.
Did
the
you
one
tell
that-
him the story
Yeah.
about the when they wanted us to cancel the BEERYS gig?
Oh, that's a great story.
Oh,
So we were booked to play a show with a band I'm not going to mention, but we were playing Mulcahy's,
Excuse me.
and it was I think 30 days after the show we were playing at your spot,
right.
and this band reached out to us and said, you have to cancel that show. It's within a certain amount of time, and you're not going to draw and sell tickets at Mulcahy's if you're playing in Bethpage, which is really close, within a month's time. So we were like, well, we're not in the business of fucking over business owners and bands that we've committed to play with. So we gave him the salute and said, we're not canceling. And don't get me wrong, that was playing Mulcahy's is a good gig. You
Yeah,
know,
big deal,
we
yeah.
played there before and we did really, really well, and that's a huge stage. But they wanted us to cancel that show, and we told them,
Yeah, and,
Fuck.
Not good
it's-
scruples, and it's
integrity
word
goes a long way.
Integrity, exactly.
Yeah.
Word gets out that you're doing that.
you know,
then
we committed to you, and you would
Yep.
have been in a bad spot. And then also the other band that we were playing with, Grunge Garden, we committed to playing with them as well.
Right. Yeah, it's if you 30 days is plenty of time, you know, in between. First off, but second, the most important part of this story is because this happens to us a lot. Okay, what are you thinking when you do that? You know, if you know, do you think that you're going to be back in the room? And I'm not saying our room is more important than the other rooms or a better venue for you to be seen in. Okay, but you know, we have withstood the test of time. We should be on your resume anyway, so you should not shit on us. Because I'll tell you right now, if you do that, and I'm sure there's somebody out there watching right now that can that can attest to this. If you do it to Longo, you'll never be in the building again. You'll never. He's got a memory like like an elephant. Man.
Rightfully so. I
Yeah.
would totally respect that.
Yeah, it's just like holy cow. And dude, it happens to us a lot. You know, and like it's happened this year probably more than ever. You know, that
Really?
guy's just okay, dude, you're killing me. Okay, it's tragically tight as it is. All right, so we got about 1 minute left. Let's go to everyone's favorite part of the thing. What are you drinking? If you're not drinking anything, nobody cares. I'm not drinking anything until I get out of here. Or ever again. Let's see. What happens if nobody votes? Vote for Jerry. Okay, Jerry's dead. That's Jerry Garcia she's talking about. Julia Fisher, the beautiful Julia Fisher. Julia, I wanted... that's what the last thing, I got to get to this. Holy cow, I almost forgot this. From this point on, we'll be booking parties and stuff at Mr. Beery's. So, if you want to book a Christmas party, wedding, funeral, christening, whatever you want to do there, Sundays, Saturday afternoon, something like that, you want to book a party there, Julia is the person to contact. I will no longer be doing stuff like that, but Julia is now the official, what do you call it? Event coordinator for Mr. Beery's. Julia Fisher, event coordinator. That's who she is to you and me. Don't miss it. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's now 8 o'clock. I want to thank everyone for showing. I want to thank the guys from Chaotica. I want to thank the guys from Bloody Sabbath. All you guys have been absolutely splendid guests. Hopefully we'll get you back on the show again. Let's kick it out of the park this week. Ladies and gentlemen, Beery out!